Namaste, everyone. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining me once again in today's practice. My name is Beth. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome. Now, today will be a short practice. So, let's come onto our mat. It will be a full body flexibility yoga class. So bring any strap or block or bolster that you need in your practice, and let's come on to child's pose to start. You know the drill. When you come into child's pose, you set an intention for your practice. Allow your hip to reach towards your heels. Allow your hands to reach forward. Lengthen the spine. And maybe bring your head onto the mat. Now, connect with your breath. Allow your shoulders to release. Allow your hip to reach back. Inhale and exhale. Notice what comes to mind. Maybe you are farming using I am. Stay in the positive breath. Once you've come onto your mat, that's one step to practicing yoga. So I challenge you to commit into your practice. Once you have it, come back into tabletop, knee underneath the hip, hands underneath the shoulder. Float the right leg back. Again, square the hip, finding the length, allow the shoulders to relax. Arms straight, broaden across the chest, and then float the left hand forward. Again, push into the right hand. Make sure the 5 toes are pointing down. Extending, lengthening the spine. Exhale the left hand down. Bring the right knee towards the right elbow. Slowly draw the right leg towards the wrist and take the left leg back. Lengthen the spine. Roll to the inside of that right hip and then reach the hands forward. Come into the fingertip. Lengthen the spine but keep the left leg active. Relax the shoulder away from the ear. Stretch that front hip. Lengthen like a half frog but not quite. Breathe in and out. You can put a block on the hand. Noticing your shoulder away from the ears. Then exhale, walk the hands towards the hip. Now open the heart, look up like a cobra or up dog. As you exhale, tuck the left leg under, lower the left knee on the mat. Take the right leg to the sky. Extend, point toes. Then inhale, lift that right leg up. Lower it down. Again, inhale, take that right leg up. Exhale down. Just feeling your hip. Lowering down, and then take the right leg up. Again, lower down, take the right leg up. Extending here, stretch out the right leg, and bring the right leg to meet with the left. Pause here for a moment, maybe rolling on side to side. Stretching out the lower back. Lengthen the spine. Taking a big breath here. As you exhale, lower your chin and chest on the mat. Look forward, lengthen the spine. And then roll forward into cobra. Maybe the top of the legs are on the mat. Lengthen the spine, elbow is bent. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift on up. Finding your breath, elbow still bent towards the rib cage. Exhale down. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift on up. Warming up the spine. Exhale down. Last time, inhale, lift. Noticing your breath. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under and come onto the knees. And we meet back in tabletop. Finding length, take the left leg back. All 5 toes are pointing down. So you can really touch your hands and make sure your back is flat. And extend the right hand forward. So pushing into those thumb and index finger, lengthen the spine. Notice your breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Release the right hand on the mat, lengthen the spine. Take the left leg to the sky, then lower the left knee. Inhale, take the left leg to the sky. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, take that left leg up. Exhale, draw it in. Last one, take it up. Exhale, draw it in towards the left elbow. Hold here. Push into those hands, lengthen the spine. Then slowly lower to the left wrist. And then take the right leg back. Open the hip. Lengthen, draw shoulder away from the ear. Start to walk the hands forward. Think about a puppy trying to play. As you open the heart, relax the shoulder and lengthen through that right leg. Top of the right leg on the mat. Lengthen the spine, relax the neck and shoulder. Breathe in, opening the back body. And then walk your hands towards your hip, to the front of your hip. And then take an up dog variation. Lengthen the spine. Shoulder away from the ears. Tuck the toes under. Then inhale, draw your right knee on the mat. Bring the left leg to meet with the right leg, tabletop. Bring your hands to face to the sky. And then allowing your hands to stretch out, push into those space, and allow your breath to come in. Again, being mindful here, taking a big breath in. Excuse me. And a big breath out. Release the hands and rock side to side. Excuse me. And then slowly bring your chest and chin on the mat. Inhale, coming into cobra, come into the fingertip, and then open the heart. Finding the length, drawing shoulders away from the ears. Lift the sternum, exhale, rolling down. Inhale, lifting up. Finding breath, exhale, lower down. Inhale, rolling up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, down. Last time, inhale, roll up. Exhale, down. Tuck the toes under. Lift into the knee. This time, take it back into plank. Roll over to the left side. Stack the right leg on top of the left. And take the right hand to the sky. Extending, lifting up through the navel. Pushing the thumb and index finger on the mat. As you exhale, bring the right hand down. Stretch out. Make your body work the space between your shoulder blades and then bring your belly in. Push into your thumb and index finger. Roll over to the right side. Stack the left leg on top of the right leg and then push into the right hand. Draw shoulder away from the ears. Take the left hand to the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. Just feel the side stretch on your side body. Find length. Exhale, lower the left hand down. So here you have your downward facing dog. Make sure your shoulder is underneath you. Find that length, find your legs. Then exhale, press into your downward facing dog. Energizing those hands. The hands are shoulder width apart. Bring your belly in. Maybe your heels reach down. Just feel your calf, feel your length. Taking a big breath in. We're going to take the left leg to the sky. Square your hip. Lengthen the spine. Then exhale, draw that knee towards the nose. Bring the left leg in between the hand. And drop your right knee on the mat. Then inhale, bring your hands on top of that left knee. Draw your belly in and draw shoulder down. More stretch out, more bring your heels to the mat. Lengthen that front hip. Breathe into it. Your breath allows you to stretch and allow your wrist to get a break. Pull your belly in, lift through the sternum, lengthen the spine. Breath. 2 more breaths here. Exhale the hands to the mat. Frame the front foot. Now inhale, lift the right leg up. Taking a big breath in. And then rock your weights forward. Frame the front foot and just bring the leg halfway. Hands reach forward as if you're in warrior 3. But here you can put a block on the hands. Lengthen the spine. Make sure that back is flat. So run your hands, make sure the back is flat, opening through the back leg. All 5 toes are pointing down. Push on the imaginary wall behind you. Taking a big breath, and we're going to start to lift those hands alongside the body. Pull your belly in, rib cage in. If you fall, just come back in. Push into your big toe, lengthen the spine. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Really hold on to it, yeah? Stretching out that left leg, standing tall, straightening the left knee. Breathe into it. As you exhale, lower the right leg on the mat. Then inhale, reach the hands all the way to the sky. Lengthen, find your breath. Shoulder away from the ears. Stretch out the left leg and hop your right leg inward. Square the hip. Now bring both hands to the hip. Lengthen the spine. Allow your right hip to come back. Open the chest. Lift the sternum. Push on your left big toe. Make sure your heel is on the mat. Lengthen the spine. Then inhale, start to hinge forward. Find yourself in a flat back. Breathe in. More hinging, more lengthening. As you exhale, if you have 2 blocks, put the blocks on your hand. Pyramid pose. Lengthen, look forward to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Drawing your belly inward, lengthening the spine, and relax the head. Push on your right leg, lengthen, relax the shoulder. Breathe in and breathe out. Maybe you stay on the block, or you start to walk the hands towards your right leg. Lengthen the spine. Relax the shoulder away from the ears. Again, more, draw your right hip forward, left hip back. Continue to work this pose. Great for the hamstring, great for the glutes. Allow your head to release, allow your neck to release. Maybe one day your leg and your head meets together. Continue to draw that belly in, lengthen the spine. Taking a big breath here, let it go. And then walk the hands forward and bring the right leg to meet with the left. Hip distance apart. So lengthen the spine, look forward, lift the sternum. As you exhale, keep the leg straight and clasp opposite elbow. You can bend the knee here if the hamstring is tight, of course, or straighten the leg. Allow your head to release, yes and no. Continue to pull your upper arm down towards the earth. Think as if I've come behind you and I'm lifting the hip. Release the head, relax the shoulder, breathe into the back body. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat and step the left leg back, way back. Noticing your breath. Lower your left knee on the mat. Then inhale, release the top of that left leg. Hands reach all the way to the sky. Just checking in with your hip and bring the hands on top of that right leg. Draw shoulder down, broaden across this chest. You can look up, but focus on your breath. As you lengthen the spine, pull your belly in, lift the sternum. Draw shoulder down, put a pillow on your knee if it's problematic, but committing to finish. Your breath is everything, is life. It allows you to increase the flexibility. It allows the inflammation to reduce. So breathe into the chest, lift the sternum one more time. Exhale, bring the hands down. Tuck the left leg under. Then inhale. Lift yourself up halfway. Think about warrior 3 variations, flat back. Push on the ball of that left leg. All 5 toes is pointing down. Taking a big breath in. Inhale. Pushing the right leg and then start to lift the hands in Namaskar. You can keep the hands on the mat or on the block. Reach the hands back. Open the heart this time. Draw shoulder down. Stretch out. Breathe into it. Committing. You can use a wall. You can put a hand on the block. Bring your belly in. Back is flat. Checking that your right hip is not lifting higher than your left hip and your left hip is not lifting higher than the right hip. Allow your eyes to settle on one spot on the mat. Push on the imaginary ball of that left leg. Lengthen the spine. As you exhale, start to bend the right leg. Then inhale, lower the left leg on the mat. And rise up. High lunge. Crescent lunge. Bring your belly in, rib cage in. Shoulder away from the ears. Find that length. Find your breath. Strong legs, strong core. Shoulder away from the ears. Energize those hands away from the ears like a V. Notice your breath. As you exhale, straighten your right leg. Bring the hands in Namaste. Taking a big breath here. Lengthen the spine. We prepare for a pyramid pose. Stretch out, stretch the left leg. And then hop your left leg in until it's on the mat. Find that length. Breathe in. Make sure your left heel is on the mat. Bring the hands on the hips. Square the hip. A little cha-cha. Right hip back, left hip forward. Lengthen the spine. From here, inhale, lift the sternum. Pull your belly in. Open the heart. Start to hinge. Finding that length. Push your hip back. Extending the crown of the head forward. More length in the spine. Keep your hands on your hip. Open the heart. And then place the hands to frame the front foot on the block or on the mat. Lengthen. Find your breath. Breathe into the back body. Feel where it's tight. Lengthen. More. Breathe. Then exhale. Start to soften. Maybe you stay on the block. Nothing wrong with that. And allow your head to release. Allow the back of the neck to release. Push on the left heel. And maybe one day you start to walk your hands towards your left toes. Lengthen the spine. More push on your right leg now. More push on the left leg. Feel both legs working. Allow your shoulders to soften away from the ears. Continue to breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Start to quiet your eyes. Release the head. Lengthen the spine. Taking a big breath here. Shoulder away from the ears. Start to walk your hands back again. Finding that length. Inhale, look forward. Finding your shoulder. Breathe into it. Finding that length. Constant breathing. And take the left leg back into your downward facing dog. Let it go. Shoulder away from the ears. Then slowly bring your forearm on the mat. Dolphin pose. You can put a block again. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart. And then start to lengthen across the spine. Maybe walk your legs inward. Feel your hamstring. Allow your legs to straighten as opposed to keep bending it. So find length. Find breath. Shoulder away from the ears. Look towards your toes. Release the neck. Taking a big breath here. And a big breath out. Then inhale, come into those hands and press back into downward facing dog. Work your downward dog in until your heels come down. Maybe lift your toes. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, float the right leg to the sky. Square the hip, lengthen. Bring that right leg in between the hand. Low lunge. Inhale, lift on up. Find length. Exhale, frame the front foot. We maybe go for a split, depending on how you feel. Lift the right leg, lengthen the spine. You can tuck the left leg under. Open the heart. Continue to look forward. Bend the right leg. Inhale, hands reach up. Exhale, open the wings like a V. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Look forward. Then stretch out that right leg. Feel your hamstring, your glutes. Breathe in. Bend the knee. Inhale, hands sweep up. Exhale, open the hands like a V. Lift the chest. Exhale, the hands to the mat. Look forward to lengthen. Exhale, straighten that right leg. This is half split. Now, maybe you start to walk the right leg forward. Stay here on the fingertip or block. Then inhale, take the left leg back. Maybe you walk the left leg back, lengthen the spine. I find that the mat is a bit tougher on this pose. Continue to square the hip, lengthen. Maybe you come on the hands. Release the top of the left leg on the mat. You don't have to go for a split today. If you can, great. If not, it's okay. Lengthen, push your left leg back, energize, and use a block as a break. Lengthen, bring your belly in. Come into the fingers, use your hand as a break, open the heart, lengthen the spine. Each side might feel different. Breathe into it. Stretch the left leg back, draw the right hip forward, lengthen the spine. Continue to work with it, breath in and out. Now, tuck the left leg under, push into those hands, and bend the left leg, bend the right. Then inhale, take the right leg back, downward facing dog. So I want you to check in with your breath. Bring that right leg outside of the right hand. Finding that length, stay on the hand, open the heart. Draw your right knee inward. Allow your shoulders to release away from the ears. Left leg reach back. Finding breath, bring the left leg on the mat. Push on the outer edge of that left leg. Use your left hand, open the chest, lift your head, and take the left hand across. Extended side angle. Noticing your breath. What is different between this practice and your regular practice? Find length. Find your breath. Look down. Then exhale, bring both hands to the mat. Then inhale, take the right hand to the sky. Open. Finding your shoulder away from the ears. More hug the right knee inward. More lift the belly towards the spine. Keep pushing that left leg back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, the hands to the mat, and take the right leg back. Downward facing dog. Bring your forearm on the mat. Lengthen, relax the head and shoulder. Breathe in. Try to find space on the upper body. Draw belly in. Maybe you walk the legs in. Get a stretch on the calf, on the hamstring. Preparing for the split on the left side. Finding that length, finding your breath. Shoulder away from the ears. Inhale. Come back into plank. Lower your knees on the mat. And find length, chest and chin. Inhale, come into cobra. Elbow hugging the rib cage. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, come into the fingertip, lift the chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, open the heart. Exhale, down. Last time, inhale, lift, opening. Soften your eyes, relax the shoulder. Exhale, down. Tuck the toes under, inhale, plank. Stretch your body. Belly pulls in, rib cage in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the left leg all the way to the sky, extend. Square the hip, left leg in between the hand. Find your right knee on the mat. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Make a V with your hands. Open the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, the hands to the mat. Straighten the left leg, lift your toes. Take a big breath in, match your toes on the mat. Inhale, lift the hands all the way to the sky. Exhale, open the heart, lift the sternum. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, the hands to the mat. Stretch out your left leg, noticing any change on this side. Inhale, step in and lift in the heart. Exhale, open heart, open the wings. Lift on up, find length. Lift the chest, not dumping the weight on your lower back. Inhale, hands reach to the sky. Exhale, frame the front foot, straighten the left leg. Just check in where you are. So if you're here in the half split, you're doing great. Again, your hip is squared. So first square the hip. So finding your breath, put your hand on the block if this is challenging for you. Again, more stretch out, more pull your left leg in. More lift the right leg if you're farther to go. Start to wiggle your right leg back. Like I said, each side is very different. The top of the right leg comes on the mat and start to walk yourself all the way to your fingertip. Finding that length. Pull your belly in. Pull your right hip forward, left hip back. Lengthen the spine. Some people point their toes. I'm not a dancer. So again, as you find length, find your breath. Open that right leg. Open the heart. Finding your shoulder away from the ears. Make sure you're not dumping the weight on your lower back. I'm using my hand as a brake. Open the heart. Breathe in and out. Back of the knee on the mat. Opening the chest. And then take a big breath in. And lift the right leg up. And slide your left leg to meet with the right leg. Forward fold. Inhale, look forward to lengthen. Exhale, fold, relax the head, relax the shoulder, yes and no. Place the hands on the mat and take it back into plank. And lower all the way to the mat. Come into spinster pose, opening the chest. So as you press your hands in the forearm, notice my leg, I've tucked it under, lengthening the spine, as if I am lifting the chest or the heart towards the front, and then release the top of the legs, point your toes, open the heart. Now, make sure you're breathing in and out. Try to soften your gaze. Your hands are strong. Now you can start to lift your hands, but allow your shoulders to draw away from the ears. Stretch out the upper body, lengthen the spine. Inhale, keeping your tailbone under, turn your tailbone down to the mat, open the heart. Maybe the arms are straight. Think about a puppy playing here. Breathe in. As you exhale, lower down on the forearm and finding your length. Exhale, coming to the hands and knees. So from here, we're going to swing the right leg to the sky. Bring the right knee to right elbow. Take the right leg back up. Right knee, right elbow. Checking in. Right leg back. Right knee, right elbow. Last time, take the right leg all the way up. Right knee, right elbow. The right leg outside of the right hand. From here, we take the left leg back. Lengthen the spine. Coming to the finger on the block. Lengthen the spine. Shoulder away from the ears. Find length on the back leg. Inhale here. Exhale. Come back into those hands. And then bring the right leg to meet with the left leg. Downward facing dog. Bring the left leg outside of the left hand. A little differently here. Noticing your breath. And take the left leg back. Noticing your breath. Swing the left leg back, all the way back. And then lower your right knee on the mat. Left knee, left elbow. Take the left leg back. Just checking in, opening through the back body. 2 more. Left knee, left elbow. Bring it back. Bring it forward, hold forward. Notice your breath. Bring that left leg, left hand. Tuck the right leg under. Lift the right leg, extend back. Maybe you walk your hands forward, or you stay on the fingertip, or you stay on the hands or block. Lengthen the spine. Feel your right hip as you push back. Open the chest. More breathing here, more lengthen the spine. Allow your eyes to start to release inward. Connect with your breath. From here, we're going to walk the hands inside that left leg. Pivot the right leg on the mat. Then inhale, take the right hand all the way to the sky. And then reach the right hand forward. Push on the outer edge of that right leg. Make sure your shoulder is away from the ears. Lengthen the spine and breathe. Push on the outer edge. Create space in the inner hip. As you exhale, bring the right hand down. Turn the right leg inward. Bend the left leg. Hug the left leg in. And take the left hand to the sky. Push into this right hand. Bend the left leg. Open the chest. Again, allow your shoulders to drop. Breathe in and out. Pull your belly in. Lift your chest to the sky. As you exhale, bring both hands to the mat. And step the left leg back. Downward facing dog. Walk your legs to your hands. Lengthen, flat back. Really think as if I've come behind you and I'm lifting your bottom and allowing yourself to find that flat back. You can come on the block or you can bring your hands on the shin. Exhale, fold. Relax the head. Relax the shoulder. Maybe shake the head yes and no. And then slowly walk your legs out. Maybe mat distance apart, maybe hip distance apart. Lengthen. You know where we're going. Balasana, prayer squat. Open the hip, open the chest, and allow your gaze to be forward. Allow your eyes to be soft and breathe in. So this is some of the sequences that we see during our power yoga, but here we take our time to break it down and breathe into it, noticing your back body. If your legs can't come down, see whether you can widen out your legs. Open, find length, find breath. Shoulder down. Lift your heart. From here, we're going to bring that right hand outside of the right leg. Then inhale. As you open the left leg, take the left hand up. Bring your belly in, ribcage in, right shoulder down. Stretch out. Exhale, bring the left hand down. And then take the right hand up. Opening the front of that hip. Allow your shoulder to relax. Allow your eyes to release. Exhale. Bring yourself back into Malasana. Use your elbow inside to open. You can make a fist. Opening the back body. Looking forward to lengthen. As you exhale, walk the hands behind you. Bring your hips to the mat. And bring your legs together. Finding that length. Push into those hands. Lift the chest. So again, you feel your shoulders here. Lift the heart, lift the sternum. Breathe into it. From here, inhale, lift the hip. Open the front body, tabletop. So don't let your hip dip. I want you to squeeze and lift. Get a stretch on your shoulders. Lift the belly, tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the bottom. For 3, 2, 1, release your hip on the mat. Bring the sole of the feet together and bring the heels towards the perineum. You can catch your leg here. Lengthen the spine. You don't have to go any further, but I want you to open the sternum, draw shoulder down, maybe pad the knees down, belly posing, knee comes towards the mat. Let's assist. Right hand down, left hand assist, opening. Now, if you were at the beach and you made a sand castle on one leg, notice what would happen. Maybe you get any further into the pose, but that's not the journey. And switch hand, left hand, right hand assist. Checking in, start to slow your breath down. Come back to center. Stretch out your right leg forward. Bring your left leg towards the perineum. Square your hip. Then inhale, the hands reach to the sky. The right hand comes behind you. The left hand reach alongside your ears. You can put a strap. Catch the outer edge of your right leg. Push into the right hand. Lengthen the spine as if you're twisting, but you're folding forward. Now, if I tuck my right hand underneath my right leg, I'm not able to put my hand through. So push into that right leg, activate the glutes, lengthen the spine, and fold. Continue to soften your face and reach that right shoulder back, lengthen the spine. Taking a big breath in and a big breath out. Inhale, bring both hands all the way behind you. Push in and lift the chest, lift the sternum. and switch legs mindfully. Bring the right leg in, square the hip, lengthen the spine, hands reach up, finding your length. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand reach across alongside your ears. Catch the outer edge of the left leg. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the spine. Pull your belly in. It's a twist as well as a forward fold. Lengthen the spine. Notice which side feels any longer or different. And breathe in and out. Taking a big breath and let it go. Inhale, hands come back behind you. Take both legs forward. Hands reach up. Again, lengthen the spine. Belly pulls in, back of the knee on the mat. You can lift the heels, rib cage in. Maybe reach the hands forward. You can catch anything. I encourage you, if you can't catch your toes, put a strap over it. Now, if you can catch your toes, I want you to unlace the hands and open the back body. Think as if I've come behind you and I'm laying this time on top of you. You will want to lose your head. You want to lengthen. You want to broaden across the back body. Your knee is touching the mat, back of your knee. So lengthen again. Breathe into it. We're staying here for a little bit longer and work your breath. Every inhale, you lengthen. Every exhale, you fold deeper. Every inhale, you lengthen. Every exhale, you go a little bit further. One day, your head is able to touch your toes or your ankle or your shin. Continue to pull your belly in and send your breath towards your back body. What happens when you're sitting down for a long time? Continue to work on your breath. Continue to lengthen the spine. Continue to broaden across the chest. Inhale, reach the hands all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands behind you. Bend the knee. Then inhale, lift the hip, tabletop. Exhale, lower down. Now, slowly lay on your mat. One vertebra at a time. Head is the last to come down. Make sure you can touch your heel. Then inhale, lift on up. Maybe your hands run underneath you and come into bridge pose. Again, lift your hip. You can use your hand here and assist the lifting. Notice your breath. You want to lift your chest towards your chin. Noticing your back body. Noticing the length on your tailbone. Breathe in and start to release back down on the mat. Mindfully. Then inhale. Your fingertips come onto the mat. You lift your legs to the sky. Maybe you stay here. This is plenty. You're stretching your hamstring. Your legs are straight coming out from your hip. Or you can push your fingertip onto the mat. Swing your legs overhead. And start to support your back. If you can touch your lower back. Yeah? If you can touch your lower back and your legs are on the mat, you interlace the hand and draw the knuckles down. Halasana, plow pose. Great for the digestion. And then walk your legs towards your head. Find your breath. Now, listen to me before you do this pose. If you haven't done this pose before, I encourage you to listen. We're going to slowly come into shoulder stance. Yeah, if you can. The legs are coming out of the hip, not from the eyes. I always say that. Now, don't lose your hands. I want your hands to be glued on your back. You're going to start to lower your right leg down. Mindfully touch the mat. Left leg on the mat. Stay here, but your hands are there. Your fingers point towards your shoulder. Listen and play. Then inhale, point your right leg forward and open the heart. Your legs can be straight, toes pointing down, lift the sternum, a little bit of advance. As you start to bend the knee, come into supported bridge. Lift your hips a little bit higher now and lower your hip on the mat. Bring the sole of the feet to touch. Bring the hands in front of the heart or belly. Take one big breath in. Exhale, lose it from the mouth. Inhale, in, exhale. Inhale, in, exhale. And then slowly come into happy baby. Happy, happy, happy. So again, using your hands, catching the outer edge and drawing your knee towards your armpit. Eventually, one day, your legs will come onto the mat. It's with practice. So we're going to play here for a little bit. It's happy baby. Work to straighten your left leg. Just feel all of that goodness from the left hip all the way to the left ankle. Stretch out. Notice your breath. Think about Skandasana, but rather you're doing it laying down. That's why I say yoga is available to everyone. Find length, come back to happy baby, not a dead bug. And then inhale, stretch out the right leg, create space, move your body. If you need space, create the space and extend, open the hip. Come back to center and start to rock yourself forward and back, forward and back. We're gonna come into our pancake. So mindfully, come back to seated and straighten out your legs. So I'm coming to the edge of my mat. That way you can see the line between my mat and my legs. One hand is gonna come in front, I'm gonna screw it in. So one hand is gonna come in front, I'm gonna slide in. So pretty much, this is as much as I can go. Try the other hand, maybe the other hand is partial. Finding the length, belly posing. So as I'm gliding, I'm also getting a stretch. Try that, yeah? So you can have someone hold your legs, but that's not the intention. You want to reach the hands all the way up, plus opposite elbow. Lengthen the spine. You can grab your block and bring your head on the block, keeping your hip on the mat. You further to go, you start to walk the hands forward, lengthen, open the hip, open the chest, and maybe you come to lay flat on the mat like a pancake. Point your toes to the sky and then fold. If it's a good day, don't force anything. Breathe in and out. Inhale, start to bring yourself up and bring your legs together. Sole of the feet together. Bring a pillow or a block. Lift your bum, see, and sit on the hip. This is a great way to open the hip as we finish here. Now, I encourage you to take Shavasana, but this class is for those of you who have commented and like a very short class and doesn't have time, but again, you can repeat as much as you like and bring the hands in front of the knee, lifting the chest and allowing yourself to be proud of yourself, being grateful to be here. What a beautiful way to come to the mat, celebrating that you're able to make it this far. And gently close the eyes. Make sure you're comfortable. You can take any easy pose. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Lengthen. Allow your eyes to relax. Thanking your body for moving. Thanking your breath. Thanking yourself for showing up on the mat. Just smiling. Releasing everywhere. Allow your breath to come to normal. Gently bring your chin towards your chest. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me in today's practice. If you're liking this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you who have donated, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It helps me to buy equipment to make these videos better and better. Namaste. All right. Enjoy your evening or your day. Let me know in the comments how you think, how you feel. I'd love to hear from all of you. Namaste. Thank you guys. I enjoy teaching.